Hello folks, welcome to RecSport Education. I'm Ryan Shanahan, and today is another On the Spot series. On the Spot is where we challenge all different kinds of subject matter and on occasion product reviews. This is one of those. So today's product review is going to be on the windshield repair kit. Now you're probably looking to do a windshield repair, otherwise why would you be checking out this video? And if that is the case, you've probably seen a variety of videos showing these kits and how they can repair extensive crack damage on your vehicle. And I've seen a lot of these videos that are very successful. The thing is, this is actually contrary to what the instructions on all of these manuals say. They say it's actually not supposed to be possible to fix windshields in this manner. So I wanted to put on the spot the windshield repair kit and see how it measures up. Now it's a beautiful summer morning, perfect to get this review out of the way before it gets too hot. So I am sitting here in the car. This is a nice older vehicle. This is a Honda Accord, and it has some extensive windshield damage because here in Colorado we have a lot of rocks, and these rocks fly all over the roads and cause a lot of damage. Every year there is so much windshield damage. People are having to replace their windshields all the time. It's a great place for a business if you have a windshield repair business. Good place to be. So let me show you a little bit of this damage. Now I hope this is, yeah, this should be coming through pretty well. You can see here there's an extensive crack that runs all the way down the length of the passenger side and even across to about halfway through the windshield. There's also another crack down here at the base on the driver's side that runs all the way across and even splinters here. Now I tested out this kit in the same manner that most other YouTubers are suggesting. What you would essentially do is take some petroleum jelly, Vaseline or something comparable, and you would smear that along the edges of the crack. You would stick this device on with the suction cups. You would screw down this center piece until it makes contact with the windshield, and then you have another device here where you will screw this down onto the resin. You pour the resin down into this reservoir and then screw this piece down, creating pressure that will force the resin into the crack. And then as this is filling in parts of the crack, you're going to move this along the length of the crack. And I gotta tell you, it's probably not a good idea. And here's the thing, there are a number of YouTubers who have had success with this. And there may be a number of factors that you should be aware of that would contribute to that. One being the newness of the crack or the newness of the damage. What other factors are involved? Is there rainwater that's gotten into the crack? Is there dust in the crack? Is there air pockets that have gotten into the crack? If you take a look at this damage here, this is probably the best part, the best view you can see. There are actually sections of this that have received the treatment and have filled in somewhat. But then there are other areas that the crack is still quite prominent. So there was some moderate success with this, and it really all depends on your effectiveness at getting that resin into the crack. And if you can't get it in the crack, then you're screwed. It's also worth pointing out little bullseyes like this one here. This received the treatment as well, and this was a standard fix. This is supposed to be something that these kinds of kit fix regularly and fairly easily. But the lines coming off of this little chip were not there when I began the treatment. The thing is, this device puts pressure on the windshield, And that pressure can cause the crack to expand, and that's what happened in this case. So in this case, not only did the resin not work at all, but it actually made the crack worse. Now think about this. This is a $10 fix. It comes with a resin vial. It comes with the applicator device. It comes with a razor blade, a book of instructions, and some plastic clear tabs that go over the resin to complete or to allow the curing process to take place in the sun. This is not a bad investment. You can use this on some things and it will be effective. There wouldn't be a market for this if it wasn't. Now this is one of the knockoff brands, but it was actually comparable to one of the top rated brands, which would be the Rain-X windshield repair kit. This was very comparable. It's still a $10 fix. Rain-X is also about $10. So if you've got an extra $10 lying around, sure, absolutely, why not? Give it a try, but don't put all of your eggs in this basket. And there is another solution. So you don't want to spend all the money on a brand new windshield, and the repair kit didn't work to satisfaction. No problem. Check out your local scrapyard, salvage yards, or pick your parts yard. These are yards that have all different kinds of vehicles that have been collected from around a city or a county, and you can go pay maybe a $2 entrance fee and go with your own tools and pick your part. You can actually salvage a windshield for about $40. At least that's the going price here in Colorado. But it's about a $40 fix. You can get your own windshield, maybe a help of a friend, make an afternoon of it, take a couple hours out of your day, out of a weekend, have some fun, learn something new, and replace your windshield with a used windshield, but one that probably doesn't, that may or may not have cracks in it. You can, of course, you'll want to find one that doesn't have cracks in it, but maybe you'll find one that is only slightly damaged, and you could repair that with the rest of your kit. This is a substantial vial. One of the things I was worried about when I was looking at purchases to test this product was if the vial had enough fluid in it to sustain me over a long period of time or significant damage. Because generally these are meant to repair small one-time cracks or one or two cracks. This lasted me the crack all the way down the length of the passenger side and all the way across to the driver's side, and half of another crack, and I still have resin left over. So there's quite a lot in here. It will last you a long time, and just for kicks, you can actually try this on other objects too that need glass repair. For example, I have a slight crack in my new cell phone. That's pretty common, unfortunately. Cell phones, we rely on them so much today, and yet they're made of very thin, flimsy glass that's broken extremely easily. That's probably by design. And so I tested some of this. Again, this is not recommended for cell phone use, and there are similar products out there that are meant for cell phone glass casing repair, but it is essentially the same thing. So I went ahead and gave it a try on my cell phone cover, and it actually worked pretty darn good. Not perfectly, still, again, it depends on getting the resin into the crack, but it actually was very effective, and I'm actually pretty satisfied with those results, and I'll show you those in a minute. So again, this is a $10 fix. If you have $10 lying around, go ahead, give it a try, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. You can always go to a salvage yard and get a new windshield or newer windshield. And I hope you got something out of this video. I hope it was useful to you, at least as a counter to some of the other claims that are already out there. Maybe this is more of a balancing episode for you to get some better vision about what this detail involves, the process, and whether or not it's going to be effective for you. I'm Ryan Shanahan. This has been RecSport Education with another On the Spot series. Leave a like and subscribe for the algorithm. Thank you. So you can see there was fairly significant crack here, and another one that went all the way down here. Now, there are parts that I didn't really get very well with the resin, but the parts that I did, they're actually sealed, and at least that one is barely distinguishable, so I'm pretty happy with it.